begin our tour at the Staten Island Ferry Terminal on the southern tip of Manhattan. We are going to walk north along the East River from the ferry terminal up to and including a part of the South Street Seaport Museum. As we walk north, we approach a smaller ferry terminal which houses the boats that go to Governor's Island. Governor's Island is a short, quick ride and about 15 minutes or so, and it is almost like you're being in the country except you're looking at Manhattan once you get there. There's a lot to see, a lot to do on Governor's Island, especially during the seasons in which it's open to the public. Well, the boat has left and the gates are being closed, but it looks like an interesting shot, so I took it. We're looking at the actual entrance or exit area from or for the boat to Governor's Island. Again, the boat has left and appears to be an empty area, but once the boat is here, it gets kind of crowded, especially during the summer. And if you happen to time it just right, you'll see helicopters coming and going at the foot of Wall Street right along the East River, which is in fact the reason for this shot. The helicopters come and go regularly. There are lots of them, especially during the day, and we're getting closer to the Wall Street heliport. Here we are at a small, relatively almost nothing looking building, but this is where you get on or get off from the helicopters that go all over the place as needed. Again, we're at what is commonly known as the Wall Street heliport. Wall Street itself is actually a few more blocks north, and we'll get there very soon. We are now pretty much at the foot of Wall Street at an area that houses the New York City Ferry Boat Dock. These are commuter boats open to the public which get you from Manhattan to Brooklyn to Queens, and it's a really nifty ride. So if you want to treat yourself to a ride on the East River and see some really interesting sights, one needs to sort of figure out the map as to where you want to go and where you want to get off, etc., etc. But at the moment, it's early 2018, and the fare on the ferry is exactly the same as the fare on the subways. Highly recommend it. Ahead of you is a ship called the Waiver Tree, which, if you're curious, you can Google. It's got quite an interesting history, and it's also considered the flagship of the South Street Seaport Museum. To your left on the ground is South Street, and above you on the ramp is the FDR Drive for cars only. Once again, you're heading north, and our next and last stop after this view will be the South Street Seaport Museum. This is our final stop. Again, you're looking at the Waiver Tree, which is part of the South Street Seaport Museum. Once you're finished looking around here, cross South Street and you'll come upon a huge complex, again called the South Street Seaport area, full of restaurants, shops of all different kinds, and you could spend a good hour or two looking around here and eating some really nifty food. So thanks for watching the video, and enjoy your walk and enjoy New York City. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.